Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Listing Agent Podcast. My name is Keith Hernandez, your host. I'm here with Elliot Ashton from the Posting Agent, and we're here to talk about how to start your business, entrepreneurship, and social media. Today, we're going to be interviewing Elliot Ashton.
Yeah.
Elliot, why don't you first start off? Tell us a little bit, about yourself, who you are, what you like for breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my name is Elliot Ashton. I'm 22 years old. I'm a business owner. I used to be in real estate full time between the ages of 18 to 21. And I started my own business called Posting Agent about 1.5 years ago. And what do I like for breakfast? I like to eat cereal.
Oh, nice.
Good breakfast. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Where's the protein?
I'm not a big protein guy.
Talking, no worries. So tell us a little bit about the Posting Agent. What exactly is it?
Yeah, so it's a posting service for real estate agents and also any other business out there. So primarily what Posting Agent is and how it started was we're in 12 different states at the moment, and we have content creators in each of the states. And what these content creators do is they go to a bunch of open houses over the weekend and take amazing property tour videos on their phone. And then we use these videos to post for realtors that are in that local area. So I set out on a mission to create the best possible posting agent service, posting service for realtors, because right now all the other companies are just posting blog posts or pictures, and I wanted to be the first company that could create really good content for realtors without them having to do a single thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with this idea? What was your motive? I mean, you said that you started in real estate, right?
Yeah, correct.
And how did you make that transition?
Yeah, so when I was in real estate full time, I was getting most of my business by posting property tours on my Instagram page and just posting a lot of property tour content. And I was getting people to comment on my post saying, hey, where's this property? Can I come see it this weekend? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? So I told my broker, which was Angel, and I told him hey, I'm getting a lot of this business this way. And he was like, great. On our next meeting, tell some of the people what you've been doing. So I told some of the people in the office, and I think I was telling Nick, actually, good friend Nick, but and he was like, hey, well, what if I just pay you to post the property tours that you're creating? And I was like, okay, well, how much would you pay me? And he's like, $99 a month. So that's where it really clicked me that I noticed that a lot of real estate agents out there needed some extra help on social media. And I wanted to create a really good service for them and help them, because I think it's a very powerful way to get more business and make more money. Yeah.
$99, that's pretty good, actually.
Very good price.
Do you have an idea, what are most other companies charging? What would another company charge realtors?
I've seen some that are $120 a month, $300 a month, all the way up to $1,000 a month. And I think that's crazy. I want to make the most affordable service, but also post the best content for people. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So going back to real estate, do you still do real estate?
I still have my license, and I'll still, if I get a referral, I'll still, show property and close a deal every now and then. But mostly I refer a lot of my business out. Yeah, just some of my friends that are in the business, or some of our clients that are part of Posting Agent.
Hey, I want a referral.
Yeah, I'll put you on the list. Yeah, I'll put you on the list for sure. Yeah.
So, so going back a little bit more, you said you're how old?
22.
22 years old. And did you jump into real estate out of high school, or did you go to college?
I did not go to college. So right out of high school, well, actually during high school, I got a job putting up open house signs. Okay. And then putting up these open house signs, I decided that I really enjoyed real estate. I wanted to become, a real estate agent and part of that team. And I got my license right when I turned 18, and then became part of that real estate team. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice. How did you like that?
It was great. It was awesome. Yeah, it was a great time. Yeah.
I actually do remember that job, doing the signs. I actually did it too back then. So very cool. So tell me, when you started your business, okay, what was one of your biggest struggles you had to overcome?
I think the biggest struggle was just being consistent on trying to get new business. I realized that I realized from real estate that no matter what business you're in, you need leads. Right. You cannot grow any business without any new customers, without any leads. So my biggest thing was, can I be consistent every single day by cold calling, our potential customers? So every single day I was really struggling with waking up and picking up the phone and just dialing the phone, because that was at first my only way to get new business for Posting Agent, was just going to these lists of realtors and calling them and asking if I could help them in any way. So my biggest struggle from the start was just being consistent and really pushing myself to make more phone calls and try to get more business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So, how did you get for a lot of new realtors out there, what were some of your main lead sources for real estate?
For real estate, it was mostly social media, me
Okay.
posting on my social media, a lot of my sphere of influence,
Okay.
a lot of open houses. I was doing open houses every single weekend, and then I also was getting leads through my team. So any new realtor out there, I always tell them, get on a team that will give you some leads.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good way to grow your business and grow your referral market as well. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so going back to your social media, because I mean, social media is huge. It's everything today. I feel it's like the future of business and how
Definitely.
businesses grow. How did you expand your team in your social media company?
Yeah, I think it was mostly it started just by me hiring my close friends. As we were younger, a lot of them were just out of high school or a lot of, struggling with college and not sure if they wanted to be in college or not. So I was able to, put together like 3 of my close friends that were able to, okay with working for a low amount of pay because they saw the vision of what we could be, eventually. So I really just reached out to the people that was closest to me first. And then I also reached out to my brother. My brother was working a full-time finance job and he was very comfortable in his position. But I told him, I said, hey, if I get to this amount per month in revenue, will you leave your job and come work with me? And he said, absolutely. So I ended up hitting that goal like that following month, and he quit his full-time job and started working with me. And he really helped me kind of structure the business the proper way because he came from like a finance background. So he was a huge help, and I can never thank him enough. Yeah.
Nice. Do you have any like bumpy roads working with friends and family, or
actually
what's your guys' dynamic?
Not really. I've never had a bumpy road. I'm gonna knock on wood, but
Me too.
I'm not gonna like everyone always warned me about that, but I've always just been very honest with everybody, and I've told them like, hey, if when we're working, and outside of work, we're friends, and that's what I made it clear to all of my friends. Because I said, I'm sorry if I, get on top of you just because like this is work and we need to succeed, and they understand that. And I think the best way to do that is just have a really professional conversation with them before they start working with you, and then also just have like scheduled meetings with them to see how everything is going, to see if they're happy, if there's anything I need to change, that they need to change. So we've been pretty good. Yeah.
Nice. How many employees do you guys have now?
We got about 12 employees now.
Nice.
Yeah, and we actually have about 6 of them are overseas in the Philippines.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, are they VAs or
virtual assistants? Yeah.
Nice. You can tell everybody a little bit what a virtual assistant is. Because we got a lot of new agents and new entrepreneurs. Kind of elaborate what that is.
Yeah, so virtual assistant is just someone that is over in a different country that will work for you just on their computer, and they don't need to show up to your office. And I've personally loved it. I use a site called onlinejobs.ph. So these are all the ones in the Philippines. It's like a LinkedIn or like one of those recruitment sites for VAs in the Philippines. And we've hired amazing people. 2 of them are actually people that used to live in America and are Americans, and now they just live in the Philippines and they want to just work over there and live over there. So they speak perfect English. And no one would ever know that they're in the Philippines when they get on a call with them, or if they're communicating with them. So
I think I might have missed it. What's the cost of this usually?
It's definitely a lot cheaper. Average? Yeah, it's definitely a lot cheaper. I think we pay our like monthly rate. I think we pay each of them about like anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So I want to get back into your business in a little bit, but I want your opinion on the market right now. Okay. What is your where do you see the market at? And just, where do you see the market going right now? Do you see more of an upward trend? Do you see advantages? What do you see?
Because we work, we have 2,800 agents that are part of our service. So I'm talking to people every single day about the market and what they're struggling with. And I'm actually seeing that I feel like so many realtors right now are getting out of the business. Okay. And I've been telling all of our clients right now, like, now is the time to like build your foundation of who you are. And I think like right now that people could take advantage of all these realtors that are, getting out of the market or thinking that the market's going to crash. This is the time to like really build your business and build your personal brand. And that's what I've been telling a lot of them. That's what I see like the market going. As far as like, going upward or downward, I mean, I haven't seen a slow down in really any of our clients' businesses. If anything, it's more right now. I feel like a lot of them are very busy, and I don't know. It's just I'll go back to what I'll say is that building your personal brand right now I think is so important, and staying with it and riding this little wave out is very important.
And you jumped to my next question, because they had noted about 60,000 realtors as of January 2023, January 2023 to April, about 60,000 have dropped out of the business.
Yeah.
So what would you? I mean, I guess you pretty much said it. What would you tell a new agent coming into the business? What would be the one thing you'd say to him?
I would say get on a team that is going to get you the most amount of leads as possible. Do as many open houses as possible. Do as much outreach as possible. Be on social media every single day. And that's like a formula where you cannot fail in.
Nice.
Like if you're doing that every single day, if you're on a team that's going to be, handing you leads. Yes, I understand that some people are like, oh, I don't want to join a team because, the split's a lot. Well, I'd rather have that 50% of that check than zero of it, and also all those clients that I'm getting through this team, they're going to refer me to their brother, their sister, their cousin, their mom. So it's a great way to build your business, and just slowly just gain more confidence, and learn things from that deal that you got or whatever it might be. So any new agent, I would just say, just be on social media a lot, join a team that's going to get you some leads, do some open houses over the weekend, do some organic outreach. If it's cold calling, door knocking, meet some people local in your area. And that's a formula that you cannot fail in. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of great agents started on teams for sure.
Absolutely.
And I think, you kind of just hit on the dot. It's a great way to launch your business a lot quicker, because again, referrals, past clients, you get teachings right away from, a lot of top producers, which is
100%.
pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice. Going back to that a little bit. So who would you say some of our, do you do coaching? Do you do any sort of followings of top billionaires or tech guys?
To be honest, not really. I haven't really done any personal coaching myself. I'm on YouTube a lot though. I wouldn't have like a one person that I watch every single day, but I'm on YouTube almost every single day, and I'm trying to learn, a new skill or just something that we could implement into our business. I'm also on social media like 6 hours a day because I want to see what new content is working, any new ideas of what we could be posting for our clients, or, if someone asks me a question about, hey, how do I do this? I'm constantly learning how to just myself be better on social media so I can teach that to my team or to the people that are part of our service.
You're definitely a Gen Z.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So again, okay. So for, new entrepreneurs, let's go to some social media tips.
Okay.
What kind of tips can you kind of give them to, launch their business or get started? Because $99 sounds like a great price, but for, someone who's getting to the business, doesn't have a lot of money, broke, what's an easier route? What are some tips they can do?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first thing I tell everybody is first get good at posting content. So I feel like so many people will just jump into like creating videos, but sometimes like if you post a video that doesn't look that good or like you didn't edit it properly, kind of hurts you, and I'd rather you not post that video. So I've told a lot of our clients that are just getting into social media is you go learn how to edit an Instagram reel. Go learn how to post the proper way. Go learn the platforms first. And once you really understand the platforms, I think it's just creating interesting content. For so long, I've seen so many businesses and real estate agents or anybody, insurance, solar, just posting like blog posts or just pictures from the internet, and that can't start any conversations with anybody. So the whole entire idea of posting on a social media is to start a conversation with someone and showcase your product as well. Like I come across so many real estate agents, solar reps, or insurance reps, and they're not even talking about what they offer. Okay. So how could you get any business from social media if you're not talking about what you offer? If I come across your profile, I don't even know what you do. So mostly a lot of real estate agents that come into me and they're like, hey, I haven't closed any deals through social media. Well, I'm like, hey, well, what are you posting? And they just have hey, here's where the market's going, or here's a quick Q&A that I have with my client, or hey, work hard on this Friday. And I'm like, you're not showing your product. If I'm a computer store and I don't ever post any computers on my social media, I'll never sell a computer through social media. So I tell every realtor or anybody, your product is homes. So show homes on your real estate page, and then also part of your product is who you are. So showcase who you are as well. So like finding that mix of that is, I think, the perfect balance of succeeding on social media.
Give me a second while I write that down for myself.
No,
those are great tips, and you know what, you hit it right on the dot, because again, you're right. I do see a lot of people on social media and they're just talking maybe about themselves, posting about themselves, but you're right. What do they offer?
Absolutely.
Tell the camera right now, what do you offer, Elliot?
We offer for our service. We offer amazing posts to your social media every single week for $99 a month, along with growing your following every single day by engaging with people local in your market and giving them a quick like or comment. That way they follow you back and you grow your following. Yeah.
Nice pitch.
Yeah.
There you go.
The quickest way. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So as with your business right now, you know, you're in a great place. You know, you guys are growing. What do you see as one of your biggest struggles right now growing? Where do you guys?
Right now is just we need more employees. Like we need more people helping us out. We need to get into more states. We need more content creators. We're having a lot of people sign up for our service, but we just need to have, just more of a back end for our team. Like, cause I obviously want to sign up another 10,000 realtors, but we just don't have the manpower to do that. Because for what we do is so personable and we really focus on posting great content. So I don't want to, fall behind on that just by signing up more people. So right now we're like figuring out our team dynamic and really just growing our team and hiring more people almost every single week so that we are ready for this next like wave of growth that we're about to do.
I'm curious, and I mean, you don't, it's your option if you want to share, but how do you get creators outside of the state? How did you make that relationship?
So actually a lot of them are real estate agents, surprisingly.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
just people that want to make some extra money over the weekend, younger realtors. And then also, we're part of we just go into we'll find like Facebook groups like looking for work or just like our personal friends that we know people that are in these different states. So we'll reach out to them. So it's kind of completely random. And then also like when I do a lot of webinar calls to promote our business, and I'll at the end we'll say, hey, if anyone wants to make some extra money over the weekends, contact me if you want to become a content creator. So we always get like 10 to 12 people that want to do that. So we have a lot of people that we can reach out to. Yeah.
Nice. So you're pretty good at networking too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Reaching out and all that. I like that. I know we had to talk about this in the past, but are you just doing, because you do social media, all that stuff, are you just doing realtors or are you looking to expand into other businesses?
Yeah, so we're definitely looking to expand. That's something that we worked on last month, is that we've now bringing on more people that aren't real estate agents. We just don't really post content for them because it's hard. We can't create content for every specific business. But what we're doing is just growing their following on social media and then also helping them rank higher on Google as well. So that's our product for other businesses that are out there. So yeah, we're starting to work with other businesses.
Are you nervous about that?
No, I think it's just interesting because we're gonna have to it's a whole new business model.
Right.
So we're gonna test it out, see how it works, see how it goes. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think would be the struggle in that part, doing that?
Just getting people signed up.
Just getting people signed up.
And I think the only way that we're gonna be able to do that is by running ads and stuff. So we'll see how our ads perform and just kind of go from there. So I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a question for you on a personal level.
Okay.
What was one time, by the way, before we get into that, how do you handle stress? I'm curious.
Yeah, how do I handle stress?
Do you get stressed out?
Absolutely, I get stressed out.
Before you get there, give me one time in your life you were so stressed out. Maybe it was when you were starting the business. Maybe it's when you graduated high school. I don't know, because you came straight out of high school to this, right? Yeah. What was one point in your life that you got so stressed out, and how did you overcome it?
I think it was when, probably about a year into my real estate business, I was just deeply stressed out, and it came from me not fixing myself and what I had in me first, and I was trying to get over it by being busy in business, and it really just caught up to me, and I just kind of imploded, and I had to take a few months off, and I found someone that I could talk to about it, and he guided me through it, and I would recommend that anybody that's looking out there that's struggling to definitely do some form of therapy if it's any way. There's multiple forms of it, so I definitely found someone that I was very comfortable with, and he was awesome, and it's really good to talk to people.
And I'm glad you're sharing that, because I know there is a lot of people out there that are afraid to talk to people, and it could just be with a lot of things, stress and how they just handle life, and they get discouraged. But that's a really great point to bring up for sure. So how do you handle stress?
I think now
what's your little release or whatever?
I don't really have a release, I would say. I've just, after that moment, I just told myself that nothing's too serious.
Okay.
I don't take anything too serious, and I just, what happened, what's meant to be is meant to be. And, I'm a really relaxed guy now. And, I'm focusing on the good things in life, and I've realized that the point of life now is, having good relationships with people, family, and having good friends around you, and experiencing the world. So
sounds like a YOLO comment, but I like that.
yeah, for sure.
What are three goals that you've got going on? It could be business. It could be life experiences.
Yeah.
It could be pleasure. What are
Absolutely.
3 goals that are at the top of your head right now?
3 goals. I think I really just want to grow our business. I've always had like a number in my mind that I want our corporation to be like $100 million a year corporation. So that's like my life, or my before 30 goal is to hit there. And then I'm also traveling a lot in the next few months. So I think that was a big goal of mine, was to see more of the world and go over, to Europe and things like that. So that's one thing I'm going to check off my list. And then I think definitely to, maybe buy my own home next year, or buy some form of real estate in the next following year.
I know a good realtor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What are your travel plans?
I'm going to spend 42 days across Europe. So I'm pretty much just going all across Europe and hitting everywhere. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. So we talked a lot today about, about yourself, kind of your business, how your infrastructure is. And lastly, what is your, because I know your everyday actions are probably different than a 60-year-old guy's everyday actions.
Yeah.
What does your daily routine look like right now?
Yeah. My daily routine. So I'll be honest with you. And I think this is important, because I think everyone preaches like you need to have a daily routine. You need to, but there's also people that like strive by not having a daily routine. And I'm one of those people. And I think people need to talk more about that, because I tried a daily routine for months, and I found myself getting really sad and felt like I was just doing, the same thing over and over again. I don't think that's what I like. And there's people out there that might enjoy that. But for the people that don't want a daily routine, I think that, there's ways out there that you could still succeed without a daily routine, because I'm one of those people. So my daily routine is really, waking up around, I wake up around like 8 to 9 every single day.
Okay.
And then my office is in my home. So I'll just go straight down to my office, just do the work that I need to do, end around about 3 to 4. And, I'll go to the gym some of the days. I won't go to the gym. I'll go see some friends. I'll go to dinner. I really don't have that big of a daily routine, which I think is fine. And I think a lot of people stress themselves out that they need to do a daily routine, but sometimes that could stress you out too much. So don't overthink it. I tell people,
Sounds like you have a good balance.
For sure. Absolutely.
Balance of life and everything in general.
Yep.
So you're that guy that wakes up, comes down in your pajamas into the office. All right, everybody, let's get to work.
Yeah, actually I am. Yeah, I am that person. But that's how I function. That's how I do work. I do work very well that way. I think if I, had to go to an office every single day and I had to dress up and put a suit on, I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't be happy. And I found a way to be happy in my work, and that's made the rest of my life flourish. So I'm really happy in the way I am at the moment. Yeah.
And I'll give you props. I remember when you first, I think it was like your first day in real estate. And I remember you came up to me at one point and you said, Keith, how do I get residual income?
Yeah.
I remember that comment. And as an 18-year-old, I'm like, I've never had, at that time I was 27 or something, but I've never had someone that young ask me that question.
Absolutely.
They usually ask me like, hey, like, can you buy me beer? But hearing that comment, and you've already accomplished it pretty much.
Sure.
What's your idea of a good average residual income for, people to try to achieve?
Yeah. I've told, because I get that question a lot, and I tell everyone, like, once you could get to $10,000 a month, you like go full time in it. Like I had a lot of friends that have tried like side hustles, and they're starting side hustle. And I say, they're still working their full time job, but I say, hey, once you hit $10,000 a month, quit your full time job and go for it. Because once you hit that $10,000 a month mark, and you're still working a full time job or a part time job, you won't be able to get above that really. Maybe a little bit more, or maybe a little bit less, but you cannot really like succeed unless you fully dive into it. Fully dive into it. But I tell everyone, test it out, get to $10,000 a month or around there, and then dive into it. Yeah.
Nice. And I did forget to touch on one point: follow up.
Yeah.
A lot of entrepreneurs, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like a lot of people fail on follow up. What is your type of follow up? Because I know you're prospecting business.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we all need to follow up. So what is your way of following up? And do you have systems in place? Do your follow up?
Yeah, so I'll kind of answer that in two different ways. So the first one is like me personally with my follow up. I am so personable. and I'm just like I'm just funny towards them. I'm not like trying to sell them on anything. I'll send them like videos of myself. They'll tell me if they say like, oh, like, you know, call me on Friday because tomorrow's my daughter's wedding. Well, the next day I'll act like I'm their friend. I'm like, hey, how was your daughter's wedding? Like, was it a lot of fun? And I'm just like trying to be as personable as possible to like really like have them like me, and I don't want to sell them on anything. So like anybody out there that's like prospecting is just like, I think a lot of people take it too serious, but you know, people kind of get freaked out of that. I'm like a very like personable and funny guy with my leads and my prospects. So I want to kind of be their friend, and I want them to be able to trust me that way rather than me just calling them and selling them something. So
can you tell me a joke right now?
A joke right now? That you're putting me on the spot right now. I'm trying to think. I'll think of one. I'll tell you at the end. But the second one that I want to say about Prospect 2 about in my systems, absolutely, we have so many systems in place. Like with our CRM that we have, the amount of automations we have is ridiculous, and it's so awesome how like the automation of our CRM that does for us almost like handles maybe 2 or 3 employees that we would maybe have if we didn't have the automation. So, you know, I'd recommend anybody out there that is in business that has follow-up to really look into an automation expert. Like if you don't really know how to do it yourself, you know, maybe, you know, there's so many people out there that are so good at it, and they could do a whole, you know, report of your business and tell you where you could automate it. And
really?
Absolutely. There's.
I mean, can you give us some names of some of these CRMs?
I don't. Oh, the CRM. I mean, the CRM we use is Go High Level. Okay. So that's one I really enjoy. But like if you go on to Fiverr or like any of those websites where you could hire people for like a certain task, and you just look up like automation, there's hundreds of people that are like experts in automation and like helping you automate your business. And with like AI and all these new things that are coming out, it's very, very easy to automate your business but make it seem like it's very personable. So
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you think of that joke?
I haven't. No, I haven't. I completely forgot about that. I need to think of one. Yeah.
I'm kidding. Cool. So, all right. So you got some good systems in place. You got a good follow up. Personally, do you have any like tips, any last advice you can give new entrepreneurs, that people who are coming into this business? Or people just to get motivated? Because I know there's a lot of people right now that are just discouraged, especially in our economy right now. Yeah. You know, I think for any other 18, 19, 20-year-olds, you know, I think a lot of them are just trying to figure out what they want to do with life. What do you have to, what kind of tip or can you say to them?
I think like
to motivate them?
What motivated me the most was like me thinking about, and I think I had multiple conversations about you with this when I was, you know, first starting in real estate, but my biggest fear was like being like, you know, older, 50, you know, 60, and looking back saying, damn, those dreams I had when I was a kid, or when I was in high school, or I'm going to be in a mansion or have all these nice cars, I didn't do any of that. And like, I think that like, you know, I'm so afraid of that, like being, you know, a little bit older and regretting not working hard or becoming the person that I know I could be. And I think that's for everybody. I think that, you know, everyone has that in them, but they just kind of settle for less because they think that's what they have to do. They have to work a full-time job. They have to, you know, do what the right way to do it is. But like, that's what I'm just most afraid of. So I would say that anyone that needs to get motivated, think about like what your past, you know, motivations were or your past goals were, and think about you being older and not achieving those. Like that's terrifying to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that is for everybody, but also any advice for anybody looking to get in the business, I tell everyone, you know, any business that you want to get into, if it's insurance, if it's real estate, if it's solar, if anything that you possibly want to get to, find the person that's in your area that is the best at that business. If it's real estate, find the best broker. If it's anything else, find the best person and go to them and tell them, I will work for free for you. I'll come to your office, I'll do your work, and then just see how their life is and see how the business is and learn it first. And then that's when you can really decide, okay, do I want to, you know, do this full time? You know, spend a month learning it before you fully dive into it. And also like being in real estate for myself as a young person gave me more. I learned more than I could ever learn in college. I learned about my mental health. I learned how to handle my stress. I learned people skills. I learned how to manage my business. I learned lead generation. I learned how to handle my finances. I learned how to save money. I learned how to invest my money. Like, I learned how to do my taxes. That's stuff that you don't ever really learn in college. And I learned a lot about myself. So someone's out there that's saying, oh, I need to go to college to be successful. No, you could dive into a business and learn it first, and you could learn a lot about it and maybe you go into a business and you find something that's wrong in it, and you could create a service that's gonna help that business. Kind of like what I did with Posting Agent. Like there's so much opportunity out there right now where you don't need to go to college or go the standard route to be successful, I think. Yeah.
I think that was a great answer.
Yeah.
Great answer. And you're right. I think just today people, they don't want to take that risk, and I think that's where they kind of fail. But I'm glad, I'm glad you shared it with us today. Before I let you go, I mean, I know you got everything all aligned with work and all that. I mean, do you have a hobby that you do for fun?
I golf a lot.
Oh,
I'm a huge golfer.
Give me your 3 hobbies. Real quick.
I golf. Me and my friend DJ a little bit on the weekend, and then I play a lot of tennis as well.
Oh,
So,
nice. I gotta play you.
Yeah, we should play. Yeah.
All right. If you guys want to see this guy DJ, he's a pretty good DJ. Not gonna lie, but awesome. Yeah. Well, once again, Elliot, thank you for sharing with us today. Thank you for giving a lot of motivation, encouragement, to a lot of people out there. Yeah. I think this was great, and you know what, I would love to talk to you again about this one day.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me. Yeah.
Other than that, guys, thanks for joining. Keith Hernandez here. Elliot, you want to give your contact information if they want to ever reach out to you?
Yeah, you could go to our website, which is thepostingagent.com, or you can find us on Instagram, which is just Posting Agent, and you can reach out to us there, and we'll get back to you. Yeah. And we also offer a 30-day free trial, so you can go on our website and try the free trial if you want to.
How come I didn't get that? All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Please log on every Thursday to our sales webinar at 9 a.m. and see what else we have to offer. Other than that, guys, you guys have a good day.